So the one thing which still works in the favor of the 70mai A500 dashcam is its price point. It's good to know that the single channel variant now is available at a price of close to 8,000 rupees and the dual channel variant coming at a price of close to 10,000 rupees. Now if there's some Amazon sale going on, you might even get it at a much lesser price, probably less than 10,000 for the dual channel variant and close to 7,000 for the single channel variant. Now since the A510 came out, A500 has been in the backseat for a few days because the A510 has been hot selling because of its tremendously good and updated new features. But should you consider the A500 over the A510 for any particular reason, and how does the A500 fare in terms of its video quality, and should you be buying this even today? So in this video, I'm going to show you a glimpse of the kind of video quality A500 provides, the workhorse, the old workhorse from 70mai, and should you go ahead and buy the A500 if you really cannot stretch your budget for the A510. So before you watch the rest of this video, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, make sure you have liked this video, and also don't go away without hitting that bell icon. You're watching Travel Tech. Let's get started. So the 70mai A500 was my personal favorite dashcam until the A510 came in. I mean, till that point, the A500 was the most value for money offering from 70mai or from any other brand for that matter in the price bracket of 12 to 13,000, which it usually trended before the A510. So even in today's terms, in terms of the price point, the 8,000 and the 10,000 price bracket for the single and the dual channel variant, the A500 I think still stands good. The kind of video quality this camera offers at that particular price point, giving you a 1944p native resolution backed by the Starvis IMX335 sensor, and for the fact that this camera gets you a 2-inch screen, which means you can easily and conveniently control the various different aspects of the dash camera. You can even record emergency videos, you can even view the recordings on the screen. Basically, you can do a lot of things when you have a screen. Not only does this camera get that convenience, it also gets GPS built in. So very few cameras under the 10,000 segment get GPS. So having a built-in GPS, accurate GPS will be helpful in the long term because it provides some crucial and important driving evidence. This camera also gets some level of ADAS. I haven't personally tested out the ADAS aspect very extensively, but for what it's worth, it does offer ADAS features for those who are looking for that specific feature. Now this being a dual channel variant offers you both front and the rear video recordings, although the rear camera offers you a 1080p Full HD resolution compared to the close to 4K 1944p resolution of the front camera. So the A500 was really one of the best cameras which was available out there, and since 70mai updated it to the A510, bringing you some other good features such as the Type-C port, HDR recording, main important difference being getting a Starvis 2 sensor and getting a picture-in-picture mode on the display from the rear camera, and many other important minor improvements such as faster processor and everything. The A510 does outclass the A500 in terms of the features, but the A510 also comes at a more premium cost. The A510 currently trends at 13 to 14,000 rupees for the dual channel variant, and the single channel variant comes close to 10 to 11,000 rupees. But during sale times, during specific Amazon or Flipkart sales, you might get this at a much lesser price. I have been highlighting those particular aspects whenever the sales come up, and many of you have even purchased these dash cams during the sale point. So the A510 does offer a definite upgrade over the A500 in terms of the video quality. So as you're seeing on the screen right now, just look at the A510 sample. I mean, look at the sky and the grass, the blueness in the sky, the green of the grass, the HDR footage of the A510 really popping out when you actually directly compare it with the A500 footage. Not that the A500 is bad, it does offer a warm tone, overall warm tone to the footage. In terms of resolution, both are pretty much the same, but in terms of punchy colors, in terms of the high dynamic range advantage the A510 offers, it does seem to look really good for that extra money you pay for the A510. But the high dynamic range HDR footage is more properly useful for those people who make like travel vlog videos or Instagram reels or such kind of social media content. For normal users, for general users, HDR capability is not going to make a day-to-day kind of a difference, and the video quality offered by the A500 will still stand good for day-to-day, everyday purposes. So if you're someone who is really tight on the budget and doesn't want to spend a bit more for those extra features, and you're okay with getting a good quality, a high quality footage without any hi-fi stuff associated with it, the 70mai A500 still stands out to be a very good camera in that price range. But if you're someone who wants the best of what's available, you want the coolest features, you want the most trendy and the updated features, the A510 at a slightly higher premium price will be your definite choice. So both A500 and the A510 offer what best 70mai can do in that price range, and currently based on the other dash cams within that price range and from many other brands, I can surely say both the A500 and the A510 are unmatched in that price segment and offer you the most value for money features. So many people have voiced their concerns regarding the placement of a battery inside the A500 and the A510, because most other dash cams get a super capacitor, but the 70mai dash cams get a battery inside, and you can read probably anywhere that super capacitors are better in terms of heat resistance, in terms of longevity compared to battery based dash cams. Theoretically, this is probably a true fact, but practically both battery based dash cams and super capacitor based dash cams have been in sale in India from many years, not just a few months. And from all these years and from all these products, there hasn't been any major issue or any major problem reported anywhere against battery based dash cams specifically. I mean, I personally haven't read or seen anywhere that a battery based dash cam blew up or caused any sort of a damage to the car. Now, this doesn't mean that battery based dash cams are foolproof and you're not going to face any problem anytime. All electronic devices, irrespective of the fact they have a battery or not only dash cams, basically any electronic accessory, after using them for a few years, they will have some issues which probably will need to be rectified. But all in all, overall, what I can say is both battery based dash cams and super capacitor based dash cams have been practically found to be largely, in a general sense, a safer option. There's no major concern here, and it's nothing which you should be really worried a lot about before actually purchasing a battery based dash cam. I personally have been using a battery based dash cam from about 2 to 3 years now, and I haven't really faced any issue. I mean, one more complaint with more concern which probably everyone voices is that the dash cam heats up a lot. Probably you're trying to take out the memory card after going out for a long journey and you found the memory card to be very hot, even the dash cam to be very hot, you cannot touch it. That's completely normal. All dash cams, most probably the high-end, the high resolution video recording dash cams, tend to run a lot hotter because they have continuous video processing to make each and every second of the journey, and for the longest duration they tend to do this, and this kind of puts a pressure on the processor which generates a lot of heat. The dash cams are basically designed to withstand such sort of a heat, and it's nothing to be very concerned about. Again, I'm repeating the same aspect. Dash cams run hot and it's a normal feature. You shouldn't be worried very much about that. And once you stop the car, just wait for a few minutes or so for the dash cam to cool down, for the memory card to cool down before you try to remove the memory card. If you try to remove the memory card as soon as you stop the car and immediately you try to pop it out, it will be burning hot and you might burn out your fingers. Just leave it for a few minutes, it will cool down and you can take it out. If you try to do otherwise, you might feel this is getting very hot and this is getting out of hand, which is not validated. So finally, to conclude, I would say it's completely alright and it's completely okay to have these kind of concerns. It's actually good that you are having this concern before you buy any electronic device and you're not just going about buying things blindly, but getting verified information about these concerns, getting factual knowledge about them is more important than getting misguided by what you can read on the internet. All in all, I would definitely say if you're having a budget of about 8 to 10,000 rupees and you don't want to spend beyond that and you are in need of a dash cam, a dual channel dash cam, the A500 will definitely serve you the best, unless you're a travel vlogger or a social media content creator. And if that's the case, the A510 with its advanced features, which HDR footage and Starvis 2-back video quality, will be probably the best one for you at a price of about 11 to 13,000 rupees. So no matter which of these two dash cams you're interested to buy, you'll find the link to them in the description below. Just head down, click on the description, you'll find the link right there. I've also made very detailed videos on both A500 and more specifically on the A510 lately. You'll find the links to those videos as well in case if you haven't watched those videos, in case if you're someone who is new to my channel. And if you are indeed new to my channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button right now, and also don't forget to like this video as well. Also along with that, hit the bell icon so that you get notified each time I upload a super awesome, interesting video. That being said, if you have any concerns, if you have any queries, you can always DM me on my Facebook or the Instagram page of Travel Tech. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. You can also follow me on my WhatsApp page for some behind the scenes stuff. That being said, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.